Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my 2025 reset. I'm not exactly sure what this video is actually going to be titled, but that's like the rough title. Also, I'm not bald. I just have my hair up in a clip because I was sweating my tushki off. I just got home from line dancing. Anyways, I thought that we could just go through some of the things I've already done to reset for 2025. First step is I'm going to show you guys the little time lapse of me making my mood board while I also kind of just talk about the mood board. So the main thing with my 2024 mood board that I think I went wrong was that I just never looked back at it. I never like sat down, reflected, kind of made a list of things that would help me achieve the goals that I had. So I think that's ultimately the downfall that I had with this, was that I just never went back to it. The thing though is that it is my like desktop background. So every time I like open my computer, I look at it, I can see it. I just think I need to set more like monthly or like quarterly goals of like, okay, within the first quarter of the year, I want to accomplish this X thing. So every time, you know, every so often I wanted to like do a check-in with myself to like make sure I'm achieving those goals that I'm looking for. So that was kind of the first thing that I thought of when starting to create my 2025 mood board. The next thing I kind of thought of was, what kind of things do I want to bring into 2025 with me, and what stuff I want to prioritize in 2025. And a lot of that went into what photos and what things went on to my 2025 mood board. I'm not really a mood board person. I've never been a mood board person up until 2024 when I decided I wanted to make one, because I've been really inspired by a lot of the YouTubers that I watch that made one, that I thought it was really cool and a really good way to kind of focus your energy somewhere so that, you know, you could try and get through your goals and things you have for the year. So I think I've talked long enough. We can now look at the photo together and go through all the things on the mood board. So we're gonna stop at the top left, which is the camera with the like white silicone case thing on. A lot of this is hobby based and very hobby oriented, because I'm really trying in 2025 to focus on doing things that bring me joy the most, because I feel like in 2024 I just really didn't focus a lot on other hobbies that I have other than reading. Like reading took up a lot of my time, and I really want to focus on other hobbies that I've had in the past. So one of them also being YouTube is the biggest thing that I've really been deciding that I want to focus the most on in 2025 as a hobby. Like making YouTube videos and all that stuff, this is a hobby for me, so like I want to prioritize that. So first thing I put on there was a video camera, vlogging it up, you know. Next to that I have a bookshelf, you know, just got that inspiration to read. Next to that there's a little pile of money with a cute bow on it. I want to save money. I want to, you know, not stress about money as much this year, all that jazz. Next to that there's a YouTube plaque. I mean, I'm not expecting to get that within this year, but it's just kind of like inspiration to look at and think like, if I work really hard and I put the time and effort in, that one day I could get there, and that would be really cool. Next to that is just a big pile of books. Underneath there's like a computer with like a notebook open, more books and stuff, a lot of books, a lot of bookshelves, a lot of stuff like that on this mood board, because it's something that's a really big hobby I have. Like I love reading. It's like one of the things that I love the most, and so I really want to prioritize making the time to do it more often this year. So the hobbies that I want to also focus on this year are creating more art and painting and things like that. I used to paint all the time. If you guys remember like a year ago when I was in this room and it was teal, like every single wall had something I had painted or created on it, and I want to bring that same energy into 2025 with me. I want to create more art and just be more creative this year, journal more, and puzzles. I really within the last like month or so got really into doing puzzles. And actually for Christmas asked for these like puzzle organizer tray things. They're very cute. They're very cute. So that was really cool, and that's kind of something that I want to prioritize, is like doing things that bring me a lot of joy. Next to the puzzles is a picture of passports and like people in an airport. Now, passport is definitely reaching. I don't think I'm going to be leaving the country this year, but mostly what it was for is just like in the airport, traveling. As of right now, we already have 2 trips planned where I'm gonna be on an airplane going somewhere, and I'm ecstatic about it. I will hopefully by then be a little bit over my fear of vlogging in front of people and try to vlog it, but we'll see how it goes. And then next to that is a laptop with all the things to edit a video, because again, YouTube is a huge priority of mine this year and a hobby that I really, really want to put my focus on more. So there's my 2025 mood board. I think it turned out really cute, by the way. I think I did a really good job. So now moving from there, we're gonna move into our Notion tour. Here's our updated 2025 Notion. So not much has changed. Really, not much at all, if I'm being completely honest with you. The header is now like a snippet of my 2025 mood board. I can't fit the whole thing in there because it's not a long rectangle, but some of what I could fit is in there. I still have this little quote thing, my pages, task thing, my goal tracker. We'll talk more about reading and the goals and things that I have for that later in this video. I have my January calendar, which I haven't actually filled out yet. I would like to get one of those wall calendars to also fill out, but future me will have to deal with that. And then I have a mood board at the bottom of here. It's pretty much the exact same as I had in my 2024 setup that I had for my hub. It just now says 2025. That's it. That's the only difference. This is my YouTube 2025 database. I did this for 2024 and really, really liked how it worked. So basically in the database, there is a bunch of different like things that you can do within it. So what I have is the name of the video, I have my filming status, I have where I'm at in the video specifically, and like in here has like lots of options of things you can put, what media it's for, what month it's going to be in, and where I'm at with in like the general status of that video, as well as the date it is projected to be uploaded. 2024, I didn't hold myself too like firmly on upload dates. Like if a video is taking me a little bit longer than I think it's going to and I have something I can use as a backup, I'll normally go with the backup and give myself a little bit of extra time to get that other one done. But typically I just have like rough guesstimates of like where I'm at with the video. I already need to start working on, not this week, not this video, but the next video you guys are going to see. You guys are seeing this January 10th. The video for January 17th, I already need to start working on like as soon as I possibly can. So just so you guys know. Then we have our 2025 YouTube planner. I did this last year in 2024. I had each thing like set up by the months. I haven't actually made the little banner things like that will be the photo you see on in then like the big gray box. I have to get photos for those, but we're working on that eventually. We'll get there when we get there. And at the very bottom of this page is the database calendar. So the database that you guys saw on my YouTube 2025 page, all the videos that are planned out and have like a upload date set into their like thing get then shown on this calendar, which is pretty cool because then I can kind of work out what days I need to be working on what. I can sort of like plan out all my days. I'm probably gonna get like a little planner, like a paper one to also kind of do this in. But I have to decide whether or not I'm going to do that. But yeah, so that's how I organize like all my YouTube stuff. And then I typically only use Notion for YouTube. Like Notion is like the only, for me, Notion I only ever really use as a tool to plan YouTube stuff. Like this is my YouTube planner and then I have like my YouTube database, the whole thing, you know. I know a lot of other people use Notion for like lots and lots of other things. I also, in the hub, if I go back there, I do have a to-do list thing that I had set up a while ago. So I have like a weekly goal section and then each day, for a little while I was trying to track how many pages a day I read. I don't know why I was trying to do that to myself, but I very rarely like keep track. But yeah, this is how I kind of had it set up for a while and like important things. And then again, I have just a calendar, which I haven't filled literally anything out of yet. Then we have my 2025 goals. So let's move into there, okay? So this year, I have about the same amount of goals, it seems like, but they're more broad, where like I feel like I could achieve at least half of these, okay? So life goals, I want to journal more, I want to declutter my life / my room, and I want to read 70 books. I guess I should put on there, hang out with friends. Can't spell. We also have hang out with friends more. Just added that for you guys. And then in my health category, I said do more creative hobbies, painting, crafts, etc. I put that in health because it's like mental health sort of kind of. So I just put it in there because I didn't know where else to put it. Drink more water and run a half marathon. Now I don't want anyone to like come back at me at the end of this year and be like, you didn't do that. Because again, these goals are changeable. I can come back to it and say, you know what? Never mind. I don't want to do that. I'm kind of aiming to want to participate in the turkey trot that is like local to my area. That is, you know, the morning of Thanksgiving. So I think that it could be really fun to do that. I just have to figure out if I'm going to or not. So that's the ultimate goal, but it would be cool to say that I run a half marathon. Don't ask me anything about it. I haven't even thought. It'll probably end up being a video eventually, me deciding to get into running. We'll see. Don't come back and be like, you didn't do it. Again, we are being lenient with ourselves. We're being understanding with ourselves. Okay? Okay. My work/YouTube, first and number one is get a new job, which I know I'm going to be able to do by the end of January. I know that. I want to upload once a week all year. That is a very concrete goal. I am really hoping that I can accomplish that. And I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. I really have not much control over that, but I can try harder to get to that. So we'll see. Anyways, and then money-wise, I want to pay off credit card debt, which technically I don't have credit card debt. I just have like debt in general. Maybe we could change it. Let's change it to just pay off debt. I want to pay off like a bigger chunk of my car. I have a car loan, you know, as many people do. And I'd like to contribute more to paying that off because at this rate, I'm not going to pay it off for another like 5 years. And I'd like to pay it off sooner. So, and then my last goal for 2025 is to save $5,000 for an emergency fund. So I guess let's move on to our reading section of this video, of our reset. 2024, let's reflect, let's review how 2024 went for us, everybody. So our reading challenge for 2024 was 65 books, which we completed. Woohoo! Look at it, look at it, look at it. Reading challenge, 65 of 65 books. Yeah! My year in books, I read 65 books, totaling 21,348 pages, give or take, because sometimes Goodreads is weird with like the page counts. The shortest book I read was All by My Elf, which was 55 pages, and the longest book that I read was Things We Hide from the Light, which was 594 pages. Holy smokes. The average length of book that I read in 2024 was 328, which, thinking about that, it does kind of like math, like that does make sense. My average rating was a 4 stars, a flat 4. I don't really know how that works, but a flat 4. I'm gonna put my pie chart here and I'm gonna tell you guys all about it. So the biggest section, as you guys can see on the pie chart, is romance, which was 66.2% of our pie, totaling a 43 out of 65 books were romance. I didn't want to do it by like every single individual little subgenre because some of them are sports romance, some of them are dark romance. I just did general romance. If romance was a genre title in the book or on the title thing, it got put in romance. Our next biggest is YA, or young adult books. This includes like young adult romance, as young adult mysteries, like anything young adult, all went in this category. And that totaled out to be 12 out of the 65 books that I read, and it was 18.5% of our pie chart. Our next biggest section was graphic novels. I read 6 of them, totaling 9.2% of our 65 books. Following, we have romantasy, which is 3.1%, and that was 2 books that are technically, the first thing that comes up is fantasy. It was Neon Gods and Bride. Those are the 2 books this year that I read that were like fantasy-ish. And that's if you don't count Ashley Poston's books as like fantasy or like magic. Moving on, anyways. And then my last 2 sections both only have 1 book in them, and that is thriller mystery, which was The Only One Left by Riley Sager, and then a fiction, which was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So yeah, there's my pie chart. I really did just sit here and figure that out because I wanted to. Okay. Well, hello everybody. It's now the next day. It is many hours into the day. It's actually like literally 6:30 p.m. right now. And I'm just now coming back to talk to you guys a little bit about my journal. This is like the next step in our reset, is starting our new journal, which I've already started. While I'm kind of talking to you guys about it, I'll insert the like time lapse. I've been doing this earlier because I did remember to film myself like putting in all the stuff. because for the beginning spreads for my journal, I decided to just do them digitally because I want to focus mostly on just creating the spreads, whether that be digitally or with physical like pens and stuff. Like, I don't want to force myself into it if I'm not into it. So the journal that I'm using for this year is an Amanda Rach Lee journal. This is her, I believe they're A5 dotted notebooks that you can get off of her website. I'll leave a link down in the description box down below for you guys to go check them out. They're really great quality. They've lasted me a long time. I used them in both 2022, for a little while in 2023, and I used it for the entirety of 2024. If you guys want, I can do like a 2024 journal tour. I don't want to do that in this video because this video already seems kind of long and I don't want to make it like an eternity long. But yeah, I'm using, it's like a teal green, and then it has like gold foiled little doodles on the front and stuff. All of her journals have that stuff on the front. Okay, I'm back. Hello. So the first thing I have in my journal is just my 2025 mood board with a couple of pictures added just to make the whole thing a little bit bigger so that it fits on the page a little bit nicer. I added some pictures of family and friends and stuff like that because that's something I really want to focus on, is spending lots of time with my family and friends. On the page kind of next to that, I have my letter to my future self little flap. I haven't actually put the letter in here yet, but I will probably eventually. And then following the year, or the letter for my future self, I have my goals page. And I already talked about the goals and stuff. Then we have my reading tracker page. I did this all on Canva. And then I have these bookshelves. I think total there's about 75 books on the shelves. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at it, that technically there's more books on the shelf than there are that I'm going to actually end up reading this year. So I mean, maybe, I don't know. Then we finally have my uploads tracker. I want to track how many uploads I do each month and all that jazz. And then on the other side, because with the uploads tracker, the other page is completely blank, I'm going to do a book bingo for the year, like a 2025 book bingo. So I'm going to basically just try and complete the bingo. Like, not only get bingo, but like complete the whole board. We're going to play coverall, if you guys know what that is, if you ever played bingo before. We're doing the whole sheet. We're going to do a coverall. And then we come to January's spread. I haven't actually started on January spread. I'm still kind of looking for inspiration for what I want to do for it. But I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. Excited to see what it'll all be like. I'm excited. One thing I'm noticing about this journal is that it's already so beaten up. Like, if you look at the side right here, can you see that? It's already like falling apart. Like, I'm really worried that this thing is like going to disintegrate. And I haven't had that issue on either of my other journals. Well, I did a little bit on this one. I do think that after this year, I'm probably going to try and get a different brand of journal. Nothing against Amanda Rach Lee or like her journals and stuff. I just feel like I should branch out and try a new journal, because, you know, since 2022 her journals are the only ones that I've used. I just put a piece of tape that has ducks and bread on it. It's really cute. Look at it. Can you see it? It's so cute. I just think I should branch out, try and see if there's other brands that are similar to hers that are a little bit cheaper. We've updated, for the most part, our 2025 journal. I'm not sure what else we're gonna do together for this reset. I'm probably going to do some sort of video at some point, whether that, I'm kind of planning on maybe trying to do this as like a YouTube short / TikTok of like doing more journaling stuff, like making my like monthly journal updates into like short form content for you guys, because I don't feel like I need to make it a whole video by itself, but I would still like to like be able to show you guys what I'm doing inside of my journal. So maybe that'll be something that we do together eventually. I can't wait to see what this journal will be filled with by the end of the year. I'm so excited. It's like a whole new fresh start. I'm so excited for this year. I will see you guys next week for a pretty, I'd like to say, deep talk video. I may or may not look the exact same in that video as I do at this current moment because I'm itching to film it and I wouldn't mind filming it right now, but I just don't know if that's what I'm gonna do or not. I have not decided. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for our 2025 reset. I'm sure that there was more. I literally sat in the same exact spot and did like this entire video for the most part, but a lot of it is just like computer reset stuff, and I did start my new journal, and so like as the year progresses, you'll get more like monthly reset videos probably, where you'll see more stuff of me actually doing things. I'm so excited for 2025. I have a lot of video ideas already kind of worked out, and I'm really excited to start some of them. So yeah. We already kind of went through all my goals for the year. I feel like I've already yapped on for pretty long. I don't want to continue yapping. I'll end up talking to you guys in some more videos to come. I'll probably do a vlog soon, like a week in my life vlog in the next like month or two. Just because I love doing those too. So like you'll be seeing me. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere, but I am leaving you with this video. This is going to be it. I hope you guys really enjoyed. I know I really enjoyed making this and doing all my resets and everything. Oh, I also have a new desktop background. I updated my desktop background to, it's the same exact thing except the middle just has my 2025 mood board instead of my 2024 mood board. So that's kind of the last like reset thing that I've like gone and done within the past week or two, because my Notion's all set up and ready. Oh, and I also made the covers for my Notion for like the different months. I made them on Canva. And they're really cute. I really like them. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited for this year, and I really don't have anything else to say. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe down below, and don't forget to put on those post notifications so you get a notification the next time I post. I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!